Hey everyone, it's me Doomlink and welcome back to Hunting with Purpose in Generations Ultimate. It's currently the 5th part of my recording series and it is the 4th of September 2019 as I'm recording this. We'll have it so that the screen isn't all blanked out. Or darkened, however you want to say that. I'm in the middle of upgrading a bow at the moment, but I'll discuss exactly what I've been doing since I last recorded, because of course it has been around 3 or 4 weeks or something like that since I actually last recorded for Generations Ultimate in this series. And I do think that it's worthwhile for me to show you guys what I've done off camera, because the entire purpose of this series, Hunting with Purpose, is to build up a specific character, so I think it's nicer to sort of involve you guys in the character building experience. So that's pretty much what we're going to do. As you can see here, you might not even know what it looked like when you were last watching. Part 4 it would have been last time. But at the moment, we have Hunting Horn almost all the way up. I think it was super low when I was last recording. It must have been at like 15, 20, something like that. Now it's at 96, and Gunlance was even lower than that. I think Gunlance was at 5 or something at that time. It's now at the point where I don't really want to use it further until such time that I have everything flat. Then I have the freedom to use whatever I want, pretty much. That's how I'm trying to do it anyway. The stupid thing about Gunlance is that I hate it. I really don't like Gunlance at the moment. I was kind of neutral to it before, but when I actually forced myself to use it this much, I was left feeling pretty annoyed with the weapon type. It's just too immobile for me. Even with the hunter art, what's it called? It's like blast dash or something like that. You can sort of blast forward and hit the monster with it, but it doesn't even have enough of a distance. It's not like the similar hunter art with the lance. That has a great deal of range. The blast dash does not really have that great of a range, and I am using the level 3 one. So yeah, not a huge fan of the Gunlance at the moment, and I'm definitely going to need an extended break from that, because quite frankly, I'm well and truly burnt out on the Gunlance at the moment. Again, Hunting Horn is almost all the way up. Then I'll be leaving that alone for a while. Still not, like, I'm not having a huge problem with the Hunting Horn at the moment. You'd think that because that was another weapon type that I was rather neutral towards, that by the time I'd used it 96 times here in this game, I'd be pretty much ready to put it down, but I actually don't mind it too much. It's an alright weapon type. I'm still kind of neutral to it, but at least I don't hate it and refuse to touch it for many hundreds of hours like I'm feeling currently with the Gunlance. You can see that I've also worked up some uses with the Insect Glaive. I'm pretty sure it was at 0 during the last recording. And of course, to go along with all these weapon uses, I have actually been working on some actual physical weapon upgrades and some armor set upgrades as well, and I will demonstrate that to you at this moment. I'm pretty sure that I had all Hunting Horns when I last recorded, and I'm pretty sure that I had all Gunlances when well, as in, all Hunting Horns and Gunlances that I wanted to make, not all in general, fully upgraded. That would be quite intense. But, yeah, so currently, I do also have all of the Insect Glaives that I want, but not all of them fully upgraded. Actually, there is also the Poison Insect Glaive, the Chameleos one that I am planning to get. I don't have that yet, but I do have the Paralysis one. Also, you can see that the sharpness of all these weapons is kind of not great. That's okay, because the actual idea that I had for Insect Glaive was that I would use sharpness +2 for all the glaives that I would make, and I've already made a set for that, so it's all good. I just need to upgrade the True Ruiner Glaive, and that will require the acquiring of. That's terrible. Not requiring, requiring the acquiring of. I'm so good at making the worst sentences imaginable by human standards. But anyway, let's bring up some chats in the meantime here, because I do not actually have my YouTube chat open. I did have my Twitch chat open, but it seems that my viewership on YouTube is a little bit better these days, so I will try to accommodate those people. Unfortunately, my laptop, again, for those who did watch the previous live stream, is not exactly the most functional piece of machinery at the moment, so there will be a little bit of a delay there as far as getting the chats happening, because I'm telling you, it's going so slow that it shocks me. But anyway, okay, we're slowly but surely loading, don't worry. So yeah, I'm not exactly intending on the upgrading of this weapon to be a high priority. It might be done by the next recording of this that I do, maybe. But my current objective is to actually upgrade bows and make bow armor sets. At the moment, the only bow armor set that I have is a load up spread bow set, which I believe is here, L spread. You can see that load up is blanked out there because I'm using a weapon type, well, a particular bow in that armor set that's registered that does not support load up. But of course I will be using some spread bows that do actually benefit from load up, so I just need to actually equip one of those. Actually, that's a good idea. Let me do that right now. I will change equipment, and I'll equip one of my actual spread bows that I currently have. Absolute Deviance. This is my spread water bow. We'll have a look at the actual stats here. You can see that on level 4 we have spread level 4. My general rule is to only use the last charge level that I have available to me, whether that's level 3 or 4, to actually get the shot type that I want, and sort of the shot level that I want as well. So I'm not, unless I can avoid it, there's one weapon that I'm going to not follow that principle with, and that will be the Nikakos bow. I think it's like the pole star something or other. But I think I'll be doing like level 3 out of 4 for Pierce or something. So Pierce will be level 3, and it actually has native 4 level charges, or 4 charge levels. You don't need load up to actually get the 4th charge. And it's like level 5 Pierce on the 3rd charge and level 5 Heavy on the 4th charge. And I do intend to use that as my Dragon Pierce bow. So therefore I will not actually be using the maximum charge level of that bow to achieve Pierce at that point, which again is in violation of my principles when it comes to using the bow. But that's alright, because that's the only exception. So at this point I am running load up here for most of my spread bows, except for I think the fire one, but I haven't actually made many bows yet. I'm still working on it. This is the only one that I have fully upgraded, and I'll show you what I'm working on now. You can see that I almost have the Nikakos bow fully upgraded. We'll see what we need for that. I'm pretty sure that I just need to do 1 or 2 mining runs of Nikakos, and I should be able to fully upgrade this. You can see I just need 1 Secret Soul Orb. It is the Polestar Tangaroa, and it's a pretty damn good bow. You can see that it has 4 levels of charge, and because the number 4 is not lit up in green, that would indicate that it's just a native charge level. So yeah, I might try to do that in this recording as well, but yeah, this is not, as you can tell, a spread bow really, and I'm not intending on this being a spread bow. I don't know why I decided to try and make this thing. That's why I sort of held off on upgrading that, and I'm currently trying to get through the upgrade path of the Blango bow to get my spread ice weapon. And it's, you can see at first I tried to upgrade through this path, and then I realized, well, actually I would rather do this, because the difference between these two, I believe, is I'm not going to get the elemental values exactly right, but they're within like 1 or 2 numbers, like single numbers difference. Let's speak English if we can manage that, Doomlink. But the point is, the Abominable bow has 330 raw and something like 16 element, and then this will end up having 300 raw and like 24 element. Now I would prefer to have higher raw and then use elemental coatings, because I didn't actually realize until I used my brain that elemental coatings actually exist in this game, because of course they were first introduced in Generations, if not this game. I don't know if they were introduced in Generations because I never touched the bow in that particular game. But yeah, that's kind of the situation there, and I am currently backtracking on that upgrade that I did before with the Zamtrios bow. That's just going to remain unupgraded at this point. And that's how we will go ahead with that. We'll focus on the Blango bow. And I'll probably... Actually, I won't start with that because I'll discuss something else that I'm working on. But I haven't actually mentioned all the stuff that I have made in the meantime. So let me just register that. You can see that load up is no longer blanked out. I think I made... Did I have this set? I think I had this set when I was last recording. If I didn't, then this is it. This is my normal rapid set. It's pretty decent. I'm happy with it. This is my new heavy pierce set. I wasn't happy with the last one because it was too heavily reliant on guns blazing to actually be effective. So with this is pretty much as close as I can get it to being a mirror version of my heavy pierce set from 4 Ultimate, which had recoil down +2, it had very similar skills, it also used the same weapon. It has quick sheath here because if I show you the actual talisman, it's a really, really good talisman for what I want to do here. It's evade distance +6, sheathing +6, 3 slot. Well, I got that a long time ago, actually. And the reason why it's so good is because how I like to actually approach heavy pierce gunning is not to go for the crouch fire route or to be stationary for a long time. It's rather to be quite mobile, yet also being capable of shooting really heavy, damaging shots into the monster. And evade distance and sheathing, if I want a high movement heavy bowgun set, that's pretty much perfect. And then you've got the 3 slots to get even more skills going there. So I'm really happy with this particular set. It's not very conventional. People don't really have sets like this in this game. They go with Valor heavy bowgun and stuff like this, but for a guild style heavy bowgun, and I'm currently running guild style, I'm going to be focusing on that for a while. This is pretty much the perfect set for me. I don't have neutral or positive affinity. I am still at -5 as you can tell, but that's alright. I'm currently going to be above that of 400 raw damage, which is really good for pierce in general. And yeah, when I am... No, I don't have... okay, that's alright. So I thought maybe I had Challenger +2 on this set, but I don't. That's the 4 Ultimate set. But anyway, I've made that in the meantime. I'm now a little bit more comfortable with using my heavy pierce set because now it's not complete garbage. Currently in the process of doing, much like my 4 Ultimate set, a heavy normal equivalent to the pierce set in the way that it will use the same gun, because the Crimson Fatalis heavy bowgun is just crazy. Hey Ethan. Yeah, it's a pretty good set. Again, it's pretty much the same as the one that I used in 4 Ultimate, so I can pretty much vouch for its effectiveness. And I'm just generally really happy with it, and I always have respect for people who turn up with specific sets, using different guns to everyone else and using different skills to everyone else, because generally in the high levels of Monster Hunter, you will find people using the same sort of sets. Not even the same sort of sets, literally copy and paste the same shit. Like I've seen the same sheath control Ness set, greatsword set, like 10 times already. And it's so boring, like, be original. But having said that, not everyone chooses to play the game in the same way, so I won't judge how people choose to play. If they want to be super unoriginal and have a set that is weapon dependent as a Blade Master set, and a set that so many other people use, then that's their thing, but that's definitely not how I want to approach things. I make sets on my own. If other people happen to have a similar set, all good, doesn't bother me, but to know that I'm imitating someone else's set, ooh, not nice. But anyway, so we don't have to touch the Gunlance anymore. This shit right here can go away. Not interested. I don't care about Gunlance. But yeah. Oh, here it is. Here's my old frickin' pierce set, which I haven't gotten rid of yet. So yeah, as you can see, it has no recoil down skills, so in the end I was having way too much recoil with PS3 and PS2, and so therefore I was too reliant on guns blazing, and it just sucked. So I would generally start off with shooting PS1, and then I'd be able to, once I've shot 60 PS1 generally, I'd be able to use guns blazing and then start shooting PS level 3. But I'd usually only be able to get around 30 PS level 3 out before I'd run out of guns blazing. Sometimes I'd be able to get 40, maybe even 50 if I'm lucky, but generally not all of my PS in that time. And it's dumb. Like, it's really dumb to play that way, and I can't do it anymore. So I think, unless I choose to keep this for like a Valor sort of set, I don't even know what's involved with Valor heavy bowgun, really. I just know that it's ridiculously overpowered, but regardless. Yeah, Ethan, it's just, my experience in Monster Hunter is a very personal one, because you put a lot of time into it, you know. Monster Hunter is the sort of game, when you get into the high levels, where it's all about taking your time with character building. And for me, that's a very personal journey, you know. I'm not going to go around, you know, for example, I'm sure there are some people who would go onto Google and type, what is the best ice dual blades? You know, that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to decide that on my own by looking at a list of the weapons, compare all their stats, and go with what seems most balanced to me, because it's a personal journey, it's a personal time investment, so I think it should be a personal journey in that way. But again, not everyone likes to play that way, so I won't talk down people who choose not to do it, but well, I'm glad you feel that way about it, Ethan. Regardless, what we're going to do, and this relates to the light bowgun uses, this is not going to be a fun thing to discuss, because I don't even really want to do this, but I will do it. I'm going to start fighting a particular deviant that I fought in Generations. I only fought one deviant monster back in Generations, and that was Silverwind Naga Cougar. I will be fighting him here, like now, in the attempt, well, speak English, Doomlink, in the attempt to get the armor set, not the light bowgun. I don't think I'm going to go with the light bowgun, it just doesn't really need to be the light bowgun as well for the full set. I would rather go with something that has less affinity and more raw attack, because you've already got critical eye +3 on the armor set with critical boost, and, you know, I don't need 30 or 40 affinity on the weapon as well on top of that. It's just at that point, you don't need that much affinity. 30% is fine, affinity-wise. But regardless, yeah, the set will essentially be all of the skills with, well, I can't even remember what the skills are exactly, but if you're familiar with them, it's the Silverwind skills plus Pierce Up, because I do have a 3-slot talisman. I think it's a 3-slot Pierce +6, or Pierce Up +6. So, yeah, that of course will get me Pierce +10, which will be for Pierce Up. I keep saying Pierce Plus, that's actually not the same skill as Pierce Up. But anyway, currently working on that. I've got all the armor pieces at this point. They're all upgraded to different levels. So this one's level 6, level 3, level 3, and level 3. So, at the moment, I need to fight Silverwind level 4. Which is not going to be fun at all, quite frankly. I'm going to be trying to get uses up with the Insect Glaive doing this, because I tried to solo Silverwind with, whatever it's called, Hunting Horn, and it was not good. It was not a good experience. So I'm doing it with Insect Glaive instead. So, I'm only going to subject you guys to one of these, because quite frankly, I don't want to subject myself to this, let alone subject you guys to it. And my general rule is, if I'm going to fucking hate it, you guys are probably going to hate it a little bit more, or at least as much as I do. So yeah, that's kind of the philosophy that I live by. We're going to go into Silverwind level 4. I have indeed fought Silverwind beyond this point, but they were not my own quests, they were someone else's quests. And keep in mind that that was back in Generations, so yeah. We're gonna go and kill him once here, or just do this one quest once. It will be regular Naga Cougar and Silverwind at the same time. Actually, not at the same time, it's one after the other, I think. But yeah, not really looking forward to this. Or no, it is at the same time. I'm getting confused with the double Silverwind quest, which is Silverwind level 3. Not going to be good. Anyway, I will move on to Gammoth after this point, and I will go and solo Hunting Horn him in high rank to get some large snow clods to upgrade my ice bow, my Blango bow. That is the plan. And yeah, we're just going to have to suffer first by doing this quest. Not looking forward to it, but again, we'll just put our heads down and do it. All good. Just making sure that everything looks alright here. Yeah, everything seems fine. I'll move back a little bit. Yep, okay. May as well get the map. Not that I really need it, but it is nice to sort of have a visual, you know. it does bother me, even if I know the map very well, to have parts of it not even visible, but anyway, it is what it is. That's how high rank and G rank operate. You could always get the outdoorsman skill, but probably not worth it. I do actually have a +10 outdoorsman talisman, I think. I think it's actually quite good. It's got a good secondary skill. But anyway, still wouldn't really use it. So I'm surprised that one of the Nargacugas isn't in this area. So I guess one starts in 6, and then maybe another one starts in 7 or something like that? Oh, this is Silverwind, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. Let's paintball him. I like how I couldn't tell at a glance whether or not it was Silverwind. Generally the deviants are pretty damn different, but obviously this guy could be a little more different than the regular Nargacuga. Try and get the tail for the... Actually, I already have red, so I instead need to aim for the wings to get my white. It's a little weird not to have the target thing in this game, because of course I'm very used to Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate Insect Glaive, where you did have the little target when you held R, but in this game you do not have the target. I'm just going to aim for the wings, because I might need razors. I don't know if I need razors, because I needed some razors before. Pretty sure that I don't need them now, but you never know. I'm going to try and break all parts of his body anyway. When I attack the head, usually I can get a almost guaranteed flinch after 2 hits or so, but it seems that I managed to get a flinch on his wing as well. I'm doing a decent amount of damage here. I am running purple sharpness with this weapon. Why am I going fire? I'm a complete idiot. I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing right now. I'm just going to put it out there, guys. I should be running thunder at the moment, but I'm instead going fire. I'm just glad that I'm not running water or something like that, because of course I think Silverwind is a little bit weak to water. No, a little bit weak to fire. But, for example, not at all weak to water, so he's fucking shitting on me right now. You asshole! Leave me alone! Of course, the stupid thing about that bleed is that you end up putting yourself in a bit of an undesirable scenario when you're trying to get rid of the stupid shit. Anyway. Haven't been going too well thus far. I generally like to get Extract Hunter by the time I run out of my first triple colours, but that is what it is. Oh god, that was not well played on my part. Should have tried to evade it properly instead of bullshitting. Oh fuck! I was going to roll through that, and of course this Nargacuga comes in and my character just stands there like... So... Don't waste my fucking time. So this is about to get extremely annoying, extremely fast. So I'm pretty much getting deeply molested by this Silverwind. Kind of constantly getting comboed. Now what pisses me off is I feel that his tail has a little bit more of a hitbox to it, or less of an invincibility window when you're trying to evade it, but anyway. Try and get all my stuff here. This is really gonna suck. This quest is gonna be fucking painful. I'm just gonna put it right out there in the open. This is not going to be fun. Need to try and get to that tail, or I'll just walk straight out of the fucking area, no problem. I should have dung bombs. It's kind of useful for this quest, but I don't. I do not. I mean, I equipped the wrong fucking weapon to start with. Not a good start at all to the quest. You know, you fail before you've started if you walk into the quest with the wrong weapon. Stop getting fucking stunned, you stupid, useless bastard. Holy shit. You're gonna need some serious fucking patience for this quest, I can tell. It is what it is. Sometimes Monster Hunter requires a lot of goddamn patience. Alright, there's my fucking triple colours. Let's get moving on damaging this stupid monster. Fuck the wing. I'm going to try and get max damage, because at this point I need to actually kill this Silverwind. It's not going to happen immediately, but I need to try and at least do max damage, otherwise I'm going to have a bad time, I think. Managed to break his face, that's a good thing. I've got a critical hit on his face there, and Shitting on me here. Hi Kirata-sama, welcome back. Has been a while indeed. Feel free to lurk, I don't mind if you do that. Can't always be entirely engaged in a live stream, but in fact I think one interesting thing about live streaming is that a lot of people do just sort of lurk and listen rather than watch, which is perfectly fine. Better than nothing, I say. For me, personally. Oh god. It's very difficult to avoid getting hit by this monster, I'll tell you that much. Whether I would have gone to the left or right at that moment there, I would have gotten hit. Normally I'd go to the left, but because I get hit every time doing that, I decided to go to the right, but that's an even higher chance of getting hit. Oh, can you stop, please, you insufferable fucking asshole of a monster. Please. Just like, I wouldn't have problems if I weren't trying to compensate for the presence of this fucking other Nagakuga. I've got Extract Hunter, so I don't have to worry about losing this right now. I think fighting Silverwind with anything Valor is going to be a bit of a snooze fest because, you know, it's very easy. Please don't hit me. Okay. I was worried about Nagakuga behind me maybe hitting me at that point, but he chose not to, which is a good thing. Trying to roll through that ranged attack there. And then he leaves along with the other one. I bet they're going to go to the same fucking area, these assholes. They're going to go to the same area, I can guarantee it. I didn't see where the other Nagakuga went, but he would have definitely gone to Area 5, I can tell you that much. Oh my god. See ya, Kirata. Are they in the same area? No, they're not. Well, that's a fucking surprise. Okay. Well, let's try and get some hits off on the head. Okay, well, I got flinched by him moving there, but fortunately did not actually need to physically evade that attack, given the position that I was in. Bad roll timing there. I think that's a fairly easy attack to roll through, but again, you do need to at least be somewhat on time with your rolls. I think what's most annoying here is that I'm not actually elementally appropriate for this hunt. So, yeah, it's actually going to take a little bit longer. Silverwind is, I believe, weak to fire in his secondary, but not primary. Like, it's not his primary weakness is what I'm trying to say. But I think fire is perfectly fine for regular Nagakuga. As far as I know, it might even be slightly better than thunder for regular Nagakuga. But definitely for Silverwind, he is more weak to thunder, so my poor choice of weapon is going to result in a slightly longer hunt, which is not what I want when I'm having to fight two of them. Alright, so here we go. Good opportunity to hit the head if I can actually get on target, which I apparently can't because he's jumping around. Doesn't stay on the ground for very long, that's alright. Natural recovery has returned to normal. Didn't really matter anyway, didn't have any red health to recover. Alright. Can I get a full combo? Please? I tried. Of course, when you're using a weapon like this, sometimes you find yourself relying. Don't stop, fuck. Couldn't get out of my combo to avoid that fast enough. Okay, I'm going to try and get Extract Hunter before I run out of my my stuff here. So I'm just gonna get right in there. Bastard bitch. Okay, so couldn't get my Extract Hunter, but I'll be able to get it shortly. Stop that, because that has a fucking ranged attack. Fortunately, it didn't come after me. That particular tail swing attack having a ranged capability of sorts reminds me of Lucent. Lucent Nagakuga from 3 Ultimate, that is. It's fucking annoying. I hated that monster. I really did. Alright, so we have Extract Hunter now. We'll just have to try and time that well. Oh, fuck off, you stupid panther bastard. I don't know when to do this, because of course I'm seriously at risk of just failing right here. Getting hit out of it or just missing completely. I'm not even going to do it now, like he's going to move or something. Okay, I'll do it now. There we go. Fuck me dead. I'm always, like, it's always high pressure trying to get that Extract Hunter. At least for me. Don't send me out of the area! Ugh, fuck me. Don't actually fuck me, that would hurt. You've probably got a razor dick or something. But seriously, like, this is not an enjoyable experience right now. I've been getting fucked around like you wouldn't believe. Sad thing is, this experience is actually considerably... Didn't the other one just leave? Stop following each other. Holy shit. Where are you going? Don't make me go all the way over there. I mean, they're not really following each other, at least not that previous time, but it's making things a little risky, you see, because then they might actually end up at the same spot if they leave at the same time. Okay, fortunately not, but it seems that... I don't know if the regular Nagakuga is attracted to this one or what. Like, I've got no idea. But what I can tell you is that that last one came to Area 5 way too freaking quickly, considering that he had left the area at the same time as the other one. So maybe regular Naga is actually attracted to this one. I don't know. Are they trying to mate? I don't know. Just let me kill you is my way of thinking. Alrighty. I don't know if actually breaking the tail spikes prevents his ability to do his ranged attack that he demonstrated just there. I'm gonna run the fuck out of here, recover from this bleed, and then use regular potions because I'm almost out of mega potions because I'm playing like absolute dog shit in this hunt, and yeah. Therefore, it's necessary for me to use regular potions, and I might as well sharpen up here just to properly prepare, do as much damage as we can. I don't necessarily have a problem with deviants on their own. It's the whole quest system where you have... how long were you here for? Were you even here for a minute? Why do you waste my time like this? Seriously? It's like I'm getting trolled. So I'm assuming he's just flown to 7. Why is he flying to 7? He must be hungry. Does he eat in 7? I don't know. Generally, you won't get such a prompt... Okay, see, I've lost my fucking triple colours now from Extract Hunter, so I'll have to go and get them manually. I don't really mind, because of course I am used to Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate Insect Wave, which, of course, requires the manual acquisition of colours, so that is what it is. That's not even Silverwind. He's gonna fly to fucking Area 5, you watch. He's gonna fly there. Is this Freedom Unite or what? Why are they leaving the areas so quickly? This is terrible. They're gonna fly, they're gonna be in the same area. Please end my life. Bullet to the head, make it nice and quick. Oh, now you're limping away, you little cockbag. Wasting my fucking time. Alrighty, so... I won't capture Silverwind because I probably want his stuff. Like, I might want some of his Silverwind scales, I don't know. Don't know if I'll get more or less of that, whether I capture or kill, but I'm just gonna go for the kill. And then I might capture the regular Nagakuga, that's probably how I'm gonna do it. Where are you now? Are you in 7? I should have watched where his shadow was going. I was too livid to even pay attention, really. So when he is exhausted, he doesn't do his ranged attack, apparently. He's fallen around the place, which is a good thing. Did my cat kill it? I did not realize it was that close to death. So I have my triple colours, and we'll go and take out this frickin' regular Nagakuga now. God forbid. Imagine if I were soloing a G rank one. This is a high rank. If this were G rank, I'd be taking maybe 35 minutes to complete this because of my poor performance. But anyway. Again, a little frustrating that I didn't have the right element for this, but anyway. If two people in a different universe were connected by a string of fate, what would I call that phenomenon? It's a good question. Shit. I think there is a word for that. Isn't that soulmate? If it's like a... If it's romantic, it would be soulmate, I guess, but not... If it's not romantic, then it would be... Well, do you actually mean literally in a different universe? We're connected by... Okay, that's a... Yeah, I see what you mean. So maybe in... Okay. Okay, to get that into a single word. I have a feeling that there is one. You'll have to ask me that later because, yeah, trying to hunt at the moment. It's a good question, but I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Why are you leaving? Why? Stop that. Look, in how I like to write, Ethan, I expand. If I can't think of a word, I expand. I would expand it into a phrase, something like, connected by fate, or fate-bound, or interdimensionally connected. I don't know, something like that. I enjoy phrases and hyphenated things like that. Just generally expanded ways of referring to things. But, yeah, as far as a single word, can't think of one off the top of my head, unfortunately. So, I mean, that you could link that to Destiny, maybe? Like, Destiny bound, hyphenated. I don't know. But yeah. Let's try and kill this stupid Nargacuga. I just need to get the red from his tail. Actually, I'm really close to getting Extract Hunter, but I guess we'll save that for when we actually get our whatchamacallit back. Oh, sorry, when we lose our current... Yeah, I'm losing my mind, I can't speak. But yeah, once we lose our current triple colours, we'll use Extract Hunter at that point. Because this Nargacuga is going to be a lot weaker to fire than the previous one, this guy should die pretty quickly. He probably also has less health than Silverwind anyway. So yeah, he's also pretty small, and also has a lot less that he can do to us, in general. I might use Swarm. I'm just a little bit lazy to do it, I guess. Let's do it. I don't think it's entirely damaging, but I only use it solo, so seeing as though I'm going solo, might as well whip it out. But yeah. Oh dear. It seems that these Nargacugas have some sort of fetish with throwing me out of the area. I don't know what it is, but they just have to do it every fucking time. Bloody hell. Am I missing something? Was there like some sort of monster commune or some sort of gathering, a congregation where something was decided that we're not going to stay in the area for anything longer than a minute or two? Because this is something new, something I hadn't heard about until now. Oh, that was a little dangerous. Maybe should have been a bit smarter about my timing, but anyway. I just saw him randomly fly at that moment. That was really weird. Alright. So, again, we should be doing really good damage. Just get out of the way of that. Can't. That's a nice play on words you've got there, Ethan. I don't mind that one. Again, as you can see, this Nargacuga did not last. Doesn't have as much health, is more susceptible to the element that we're currently using, and yeah, can't fuck with us as much. So that didn't end up being too long. The Silverwind confrontation was like pulling teeth out, but it is what it is. In the words of many wise hunters, you just need to get good, mate. So, yeah. I guess I just need to get used to Silverwind a little bit. That's alright. Just mining, because why not? Feeling a little thirsty, so probably going to get a drink momentarily. So yeah, our next order of business is not to do more Silverwind, because again, I don't want to subject either myself or you guys to that. So the plan is to fight a high rank Gammoth, and I will do that in the village, just so that he has less health. Makes it a little faster. I'm trying to get things done. I'm not here to spend extra time to prove a point. I can fight him high rank because I'm good at this game. No, I meant fight him in the guild high rank. That's what I meant. But anyway. I'm probably going to need another 2 or 3 hunts. Oh, sorry, another 1 or 2 hunts for the armor pieces that I need to upgrade. That was a gold crown small for that regular Nargacuga. Not at all surprised, he looked tiny. So I guess I managed to achieve something there that was rather worthwhile. That's a good thing. Alrighty. So yeah, again, my plan is to get the armor set for Silverwind, but not the gun. I'm not happy with the gun's raw damage. It's something like 290 without the long barrel, but even having said that, it's got something like 40 affinity. Like, I don't need to be trading raw damage for affinity if the armor set already has critical eye +3. It's overkill at that point. So I would rather get like 340 raw damage before adding long barrel, and then at that point I will yeah. Or maybe I wouldn't even add long barrel, because maybe with PS3, even with low recoil on a light bow gun, PS3 might need a silencer or something. I don't know. But regardless, let's go and see what we can upgrade. Upgrade the chest to... Oh, I've got some Silverwind 5, so we'll do that. Upgrade you. Silverwind 5. It helps that I have fought some Silverwinds down the line. It's a good thing. And you can see that as it turns out, I only need 1 more Silverwind 4, fortunately. So, looks like... yeah. I'll need to do a bit of Silverwind 5, I think. I don't know how many more tickets I have. I think I used my last one for Silverwind 5. I'll double check that. Guess I wasn't paying enough attention, but see what we've got. Where's Silverwind? Here we go. Oh, yep. I am out of Silverwind 5 tickets, so I'll do 1 more Silverwind 4. I'll get 2 tickets at that point, then I'll probably need to do 2 or 3 Silverwind 5. Well, I'll just have a look and see now what is required of Silverwind 5, because now that I've cleared Silverwind 4 myself, I will have access to number 5, so we'll just have a look and see what that is. Silverwind, what is this? Just 1 by himself? That's good to see. I'm guessing he has a little bit more health. He would have to. Like, he'd just have a little bit more. That's why there's an increase in hunter rank requirement. But anyway. So that's that. Again, I'm going to show you what we will be aiming to do now. It is upgrade the... It's one of the paths. You've got 2 different paths for the Blango bow. One gives you, like, 30 element and just dog shit raw. So don't do that one. Do this one. This one gives you reasonable element and, well, not even reasonable. It's kind of low. But you can make up for that with elemental coatings. But this ends in 330 raw, which is pretty good for a bow. Bows generally do have kind of low raw. Low true raw. But, yeah. That's pretty decent. I'm happy with that. Alright, so we'll go and fight Village High Rank Gammoth. But before we do, don't connect, please. Go over here and go to the lab. But yeah, I'm going to go and get a drink. Momentarily. And I do mean water. I do mean water because I am thirsty. There are people out there who are like, I'm thirsty. I'm going to have a Coke. I mean, yes, water is an ingredient in Coke, but probably not the best way to hydrate yourself, just putting it out there. But anyway. I have actually had people come to my restaurant and say, oh, I needed that beer, I was thirsty, and I'm going, That's not how that works, mate. Anyway. Fucking stupid. Anyway. No, some people just don't have much of a concept of health, that's all. Or of common sense. So what we're going to do is go to the Sauratorium. I do prefer to do my village quests in this location. It's nice, it's in the sky, and it's a nice little location in general. So I'll go and see where the quest is. I believe it's got a really stupid name. What is it again? It's something really dumb. It's Snow Joke. Snow Joke. So it's basically like It's No Joke, but it's SNOW, Snow Joke. Snow Joke. That was a joke, but not a good one, guys who made this game. I don't really want to do Grown Gammoth again, but I might end up having to. I don't know which one is a more annoying... Oh, this is a capture quest. Well, seeing as though I haven't done this quest before, I'll do this one, so... And it works out anyway, because snow clods, large snow clods are actually good to capture for anyway. So, yeah, works out well. That was a hearty meal, apparently. I got Defender High, not that I really need it, but whatever. Go and do that quest. Or accept that quest. Snow Joke. And then we will get ready to depart momentarily. But first of all, I'm going to get myself a drink. Oh, dearie me. Let's go. Capture a Gammoth. So, I changed my lighting a little bit. You can see the lighting's a little less harsh than it was in the previous recording that I did in Ocarina of Time. And I will do one of those, if not tomorrow, then today. Because I really do feel like continuing through Ocarina of Time. But actually I won't. I'll give people more of an opportunity to watch the second recording. Because if I make the third one too soon, then no one's going to watch the second one. That's how you people operate. I know how you guys are. Don't worry about it. But what am I even hunting? It's Gammoth, so he'll be up in Area 3. Of course, I only know the area number because I picked up the map. It's not like I know any of the area numbers, but if I have the map on the screen here for you guys to refer to, if I refer to the areas by number, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about anyway, so yeah, works out for me. But yeah, so the lighting's a little bit different to how it was in the last recording because I had my curtain open, letting the natural sunlight in, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, it's just the sunlight was so intense that I look like the second coming of Christ. So I'm no longer the second coming of Christ, nor Christ himself, so yeah, that's a good thing. Actually, to avoid looking like the second coming of Christ, I did end up dropping the brightness on my webcam to the point where my hair looked like it was, I don't know, very black. My hair is not black, it is dark brown. So, yeah. And that was just so that my face didn't look super bright. So, or can we not do this, please? I'm not a huge fan of fighting Gammoth with Blade Master weapons. I'd much prefer to go ranged with him, because it seems that if you go near him, all he does is just hurt you. Or can we not? I tried to dive there. My performance in this particular recording is some of the worst. I'm just going to put it out there. Generally, I am a little better at this game. I'm just going to put it out there for those who perhaps are not aware. But, yeah. True. Did I get that other snow clod? Yes, I did. So I think all you need to do is just break the snow off, but... Or is it break the... oh, my information is not at hand. But I think breaking the legs is actually required, so... You don't just knock the snow off at Doomling. It's not that easy. What I'm going to be doing, because I am going solo here with the Hunting Horn, is I will be using Euphony level 3. Because of course that actually gives you personally every single melody effect that your horn can play at one time. It doesn't give it to any other person on your team, but if you're going solo, then you don't really have to worry about that, do you? Unless the cats do get some sort of benefit from your Hunting Horn songs, and I really don't know if that's the case. Someone who cares about Hunting Horn, or perhaps is generally more well versed in how this game works than I am, might actually know the answer to that question, but for now we're going to assume no, and just continue with the opinion that yes, Euphony is perfectly fine for song play. Can we not? For song playing when going solo. Okay, so wound leg. I'll go and break his 2 front legs then. Alright. Get away from me, Mr. Elephant. I was going to call him Mr. Elephant Man, and then I realised he's actually not a man, so that would not be an accurate way to put that. What are you doing? Yeah, you fell over. That's good. Of course, if I wanted maximum damage, I would be aiming for his trunk, but I just want to break these legs for now. Which sounds very violent, but, you know. Have I broken that? It looks kind of broken, doesn't it? Yeah, maybe that's broken. Let's have a look at the other side. Oh yeah, that's broken, so we want to break this one now. Okay, now that's broken, I think. Is that right? Yeah. So that must have been what had him fall over before. I must have broken that, his right leg at that time. So that's cool. Oh, I should have Sonic Smashed. Here we go. Sonic Smash! Very good damage. And I actually looked at the motion values for Sonic Smash. It turns out that the second attack has a higher motion value than the third. Who would have thought? Unless I read it wrong, but I'm pretty sure that I read it correctly. Let's Euphony again. Why the hell not, man? Of course, it is a rather long Hunter art to engage, so it is possible that you can start doing it and then get flinched out of it, so yeah. I'm keeping away from his ass because I don't trust him. He'll sit on my face or something. Now, face sitting is at times pleasant, but it's not pleasant when it's a big fucking mammoth. And that applies both literally and figuratively, by the way. But anyway. I'm actually gonna... I don't think he has a back leg break, actually. I say as I break his back legs. Okay, well, let's keep going with that, shall we? And they're both broken. This poor bastard's not going anywhere. Well, he's going to limp away, I guess. As he should. Of course, they wouldn't make him limp with all 4 legs broken, because... what I mean by that is that he would be limping as a result of the legs being broken, but of course they can't do that because that's an indication of being weak. This is a capture quest, holy dick. I'm not actually sweating, but I was sweating internally, okay? Because, getting a bit gassy, but yeah, seriously, that would not have been good. I've got yellow SP, so could have set down the trap a little closer to him, but guess not. Come on, big mammoth man. Stop calling him man. Alright. I like how you said smart boy, and at the moment you say smart boy, I start throwing paintballs to capture him, so maybe not. Maybe not. I've got a floaty in my glass of water, look out. Well, I think I managed to get that floaty out. We don't want floaties now, do we? Oh dear. No floaties for me. Of course, floaty is a very generic term. You could have a dust floaty, or a little piece of fecal matter as your floaty. You know, not all floaties are created equal. So, and I did get some sort of a rare item, an orb of some description. But yeah, like, point being that not all floaties are bad. So, that floaty was pretty alright. I've had worse floaties, not to the level of fecal matter, but you know. I did not look to see what kind of snow clods I actually picked up there because I'm not paying any attention. I was too busy talking about fecal matter to look at what I was actually getting in the rewards. But as it turns out, I got what I needed, so that's a good thing. Let's hope for some more smooth upgrading. Yep, looking good. Use Blango Pelt Plus. Excellent, that's what I like to see. Exactly what I needed to get the upgrade. And then, yep, that's looking good. And now I need some Blangonga Fur, which is going to require G rank. Floaty. I'll just say it completely out of context, floaty. But yeah, you don't want floaties in your drink. So, oh, that was not what I wanted. You can add a message to the... No chat necessary. Don't worry, there's not much chat going on in this game. Not good chats anyway. The level of conversation in these games is, you know, pretty fucking low. It's not bottom of the barrel, it's like... remove the bottom of the barrel and then look inside it. There might be a secret compartment which is below the barrel itself. Then you might actually find the level of conversation to expect in this game. Anyway, so what are we doing? G Blangonga. I do have my keyboard plugged in, but it's kind of all the way over there. And I'm kind of too lazy to go and pick it up, so we're going to kind of just leave it there and kind of just use the on-screen keyboard to kind of put the message in. Anyway, so Blangonga, where is the bastard? Here he is. I'm getting a little bit better with the monster names in that stupid non-alphabetically sorted screen of, or list rather, of monster names, which is good. We'll put it at 12. Or will I be nice and put it at... No, we'll put it at 12 because G-Rank Blangonga is actually a huge brick. So I think I'd like Hunter Rank 12 as a minimum. But seriously, like... I can't remember what I was saying. Moving on. Huh. But yeah, I don't know if I'll go Hunting Horn. Whether or not I go Hunting Horn will depend on how many people I'll have for the hunt. Maybe I'll only be able to get one person over a long period of time, so at that point I will go ahead and use Insect Glaive or something like that. Which I would prefer not to do actually, because I'm so close to getting... Yeah, let's just use Hunting Horn no matter what. We're at 97 uses, I'm planning to stop at 101, so we'll just do that. That's fine. Let's go and meld some talismans. Go claim these for now. What have we got? Guts 4, mounting 9, that's pretty good. Dragon attack plus 9, crit status plus 4. Bit of a weird talisman that I wouldn't find a use for. Chain crit 4, guts 2, not amazing. Let's go and meld some stuff. What do we want to get rid of? I'm actually kind of, actually I don't need, okay, we'll keep exhaust plus 9, one slot. Don't know why, I obviously have problems or something. But yeah, like I'm actually pretty hesitant to meld a lot of talismans. It's good to be very careful with that, rather than the opposite. And you end up melding something useful. Like my friend who melded a Sheath Sharpen 10 3-slot charm. Not his finest day. But anyway. Don't need that. Don't need that. And don't need that. Guess I'm going into my Rarity 7 charms at the moment. Which is fine. Don't need that. Don't need that because it's... Oh, maybe I'll keep that. Maybe that'll be useful. I do have like a KO 10 3-slot or something like that. Or a KO 9 3-slot. one of those things. I think I have both, actually. I've gotten really lucky with KO talismans in this game. Don't need that. A lot of garbage rarity 7 charms, so I'm gonna meld all of those if I can. This just gives me something to do while I wait for someone to join, because I have a feeling that with Blangonga it will take a little bit of time. So, yeah. Some of you guys might be saying, solo him, Doomlink! You don't want to see that. You don't want to see that. So don't even suggest it. Alright. So, don't need that. What is this? Vault +3, punishing draw, blah blah blah. Not interesting. Don't need that. There's actually a bit of a treasure trove of melding or meldable talismans in the Rarity 7 area, because I have not actually melded Rarity 7 talismans before this point right now, so I've actually built up a lot of garbage, which is good. That's exactly what I want. So, hearing +5, recoil 2. Not really. No, we're gonna not. Oh, no, there's something. I'm getting some sort of feeling. It's like something's communicating with me not to do that, so I'm going to not. Punishing Drawer is complete garbage. Anyone who uses Punishing Drawer is probably an idiot. Well, no, that's probably not nice, but okay, if you happen to have Punishing Drawer on your armor set, I'm not saying you're an idiot. I'm just saying that if you think, oh, I really need Punishing Drawer on this set, then actually, you know what? I take that all back, because maybe you've been playing a lot and you want to do something a little different. Something a little fun. Punishing Drawer might be a way to do that. I reckon you could have a little bit of fun with that. Don't need that. And you know what? This can fuck off. As you can see, no one has joined in this time, so I'm glad that I'm actually taking this time to meld talismans instead of just standing around doing actually nothing. So, that's turned out rather well for me. Don't need that. And we got one more. And then I'll let's not go that way. But yeah, and then I'll probably go into the trading screen and start doing a bit of that. I mean, you guys probably don't find this to be incredibly exciting, what I'm doing right now, but I'm going to let you in on a news flash. This is about as exciting as it gets when you're waiting for someone to join your room, so yeah. Anyway, what do we got? Evasion 2, Endurance 5, 2 slot? No. Okay, so that's filled up now. Let's view the inbox. Here we go. Got a little bit of stuff here. I'll probably multiply this one more time. We're going to do 10 rounds of each. And I'm almost out of Lagnia apples. I've got one. Bloody hell. Franz is not doing too well with his enthusiasm. He's not feeling very enthusiastic at the moment. But you know what? I'm gonna pummel you into the ground emotionally by forcing you to continue trading. Happy, who is clearly not very happy given his enthusiasm, is going to have to start actually being happy, otherwise he's going to have an emotional collapse, because I'm sending him off again to actually do something. Let's Lagnia apple these dragon toadstools, shall we? My last Lagnia apple. No, I'll get more soon, don't worry. Anything interesting here? Oh yeah, I could get some bomb casings, let's do that. I've got a lot of points. We'll get around 300, I'm happy with that. No, let's just go nuts, Cronuts. We'll get, $4.99, I can't abide by that. I can't abide that. Anyway, point is, we needed 500, otherwise it just wasn't good enough. So, Farcasters, I don't really need them. Dung bombs, well, I never bring them, so fuck it. And then all this stuff remains the same. I don't really need a better title than Assaulter of Women, really, so we'll just stick with this. Seriously, no one wants to join, but that doesn't really surprise me. The time that I'm playing right now, I have observed, is one of the lower how do I say? It's a quiet time in the server, for sure. I think I will depart with the first person who joins, because this is taking some time, so... Yeah. 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 I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Well, maybe what we can do in the meantime is upgrade some weapons. Or attempt to upgrade some weapons. So, what do we got? I'll have a look and see what I want to make. And we'll start making bows from there. So fire is level 3, as in non-load up, and it's Raytheon for spread. Okay, we can start making... Actually, I won't do that. I'll focus on load up because I only have one set at the moment, and that's load up. So, yeah, load up spread, actually, more specifically. So I'm going to make all of my load up things. Laggy for thunder. It's max volt sender. How about Fatalis? Because that's going to be my spread dragon bow, apparently. Let's have a look at that. So it looks like I can't make it. It should be this, Bow of Toil and Turmoil. I like these bows, to be honest. But I'm pretty sure that it's... Oh, they've kept this as a dragon bow in this game. That's interesting. So, I can't make this because I recently made my... Oh, I didn't actually show you guys what insect glaives that I was even using, because I'm an asshole. So, we've got White Fatalis for Thunder, Black Fatalis for Dragon. We've got like a random thing here. We've got Zamtrios for Ice, and we've got Glavenus for Fire, and then we've got Mizutsune for Water, and I can show you how they all look. You've seen the Glavenus one. This is Zamtrios. Fimmelwetter. Looks kind of alright. It's not amazing, but it looks alright. I particularly like how this looks. It's like this sort of double-edged Naginata looking thing. And, oh, River. Hello. I'm gonna go Hunting Horn because I'm an ass face. I will do less damage and get uses up for the weapon. Thank you. Alright, I'm getting my chats back up, which is necessary. Because, yeah, reading chats is good, and I did need to look at Ping's decks. Well, actually, I wasn't even looking at Ping's decks, I was looking at one of my text files, because I have a text file which details all the stuff that I aim to do in the various Monster Hunter games that I play. Alright. So I think it's in here somewhere. I guess this is the one that we want, isn't it? We could fight two. Do I need two? Probably not. Let's do one for now. Let's not get too excited. Alright. So, I think, yeah, we probably... No, we'll go for attack for a change. Seeing as though it's looking pretty good. So I'll let River ready up when he wants to go. And then when he readies up, I will tell him at that point that I'll be waiting for 1 minute. Just in case someone else wants to join. Because of course, the more people that you have in your room, the higher the chance that someone's just going to think of coming to join you anyway. Well, this guy's got a pretty good idea of how to make a greatsword set. It's not a very good greatsword set, but it's alright. Because the thing is, he's using full Neset, so of course it's not going to be amazing. But in terms of its functionality, like as a functional guild style, is he using guild style? He's using Valor. Well, why would you use high-grade earplugs if you were running Valor? I don't know. Actually, it's not necessarily a bad idea. I would probably do the same. Personally. Oh dear. Ugh. I'm not interested in Valor Greatsword because I'm pretty sure you can't do your little Valor sheath when you're in the middle of a charge. And sometimes it's when you're in the middle of a charge that you need that resistance to the raw the most. So, fuck that shit. It's good to have raw resistance. Oh dear. This guy seems pretty content to wait, so I'm also content to wait, that's fine. It's funny, EX Gore reminds me of Crimson Fatalis. When I first saw it, I thought it was a Crimson Fatalis set, but no. He's transmogging EX Gore onto Neset, so yeah. I do pride myself on the fact that I do not have anything from Atlkar except for, I think I got the Gunner Arms for the 3 slots and that's it. That's the only reason why I got that. It wasn't for the skills or anything. Just for the slots. For a mixed armor set, of course. Is he sick of waiting? I guess I'll depart when he readies up, because quite frankly, he's waiting for about as long as I was willing to wait, whether he wanted to or not, so yeah, I think I'll depart when he's sick of waiting. I have had to 2-man this monster. I'll leave it up to him. Over to you. This guy is most likely not a Generations Ultimate player exclusively. He's probably from one of the older games because he's willing to wait and he's communicating. That is 2 things that Generations players don't do. Wait or communicate. So, yeah. He's doing pretty freaking well so far. He wants one more, he's gonna get one more. We'll sit here and wait. I'm all good with that. I am using Hunting Horn anyway, so the more people we have, the more we can get high damage off. Blangonga is annoying. He is. If he keeps typing to me, then I will go and stop being a lazy bastard and pick up my keyboard, but yeah, because it is annoying to use the on-screen keyboard, quite frankly. It's nowhere near as bad as the one in Try. If any of you use the on-screen keyboard of Try, ooh, you know how bad on-screen keyboards can be. But, yeah, this one's quite alright. I'll just sit around for a little bit longer, and I don't know. I don't know how long he's willing to wait for that 3rd. It's hard to know how long he will have to wait. Needs 3 of his lash. I didn't even know Blangonga had a lash. Let's have a look. Blangonga lash. Really? Are you sure? Let's have a look. Oh yeah, he does have a lash. Wound tail. I did not know his tail had a wound. Well, I didn't know he had a tail that could be wounded, is what I mean to say. That's interesting. Okay. I don't know how long I'm going to stream for today, by the way. I'm going to try to at least get my Hunting Horn uses up to 101 in this recording, however long that takes. But at the moment, we're not getting too much done because, yeah, having to wait around doesn't bother me. Rather than accuse River of forcing me to wait, I would instead say it's annoying because not many people are playing, so we're having to wait for longer to get that 3rd. It is how it is. Can't just expect things to happen immediately, you know? Oh dear. What is there to talk about? I'm enjoying this game at the moment, as far as playing it. The online experience is pretty bad because of the community, but it is what it is. I like the monster hunting experience in this game. There we go, Quan. Nice name. Oh, hi Potato Wielder. Haven't seen you in yonks. You're still alive, I see. Quan. You little cockface! We've been sitting here for 5 minutes for you to join, only to look at the quest board, see that the very quest that is detailed in the room name is on that board, and then you leave. You're a fucking moron. Now we can wait a little more. And River says exactly what I said just there. Why join? I know, right? Fucking hell. Kevin is now here. Fortunately. I'm glad we didn't have to wait another 5 minutes for that third. But, you know. I do get it quite often where you're very, very clear about what the objective is, and then you post it in there, and it's still not good enough. People will look at what's on the board and they'll leave, and I'm thinking, what the fuck were you expecting? I mean, maybe they're so unable to communicate or understand English that they can't read monster names in English, but, you know, it must be pretty fucking hard to play at that point. But, I mean, his name was weird, but what was it again? Quan. Maybe he's Chinese, I don't know, but still, come on. Such a waste of time. In fact, no, there's no excuse. Because if I've set the objective as Blangonga, that will be displayed in his language. Blangonga, HR minimum, 12. What the fuck were you expecting? Anyway. I wave my arms in the air with confusion. HR5 Potato Wielder, yeah. That wouldn't be of too much assistance for me at this point, because I am in G rank at the moment. Awesome. So we have a decent team ready to fight some Blangonga. I think we need 5 first, so maybe I won't get all of that in one hunt. So if we can get a good team together, that works out really well for me. Alright. Alright, mate. Let's get ready to go. And of course, going this way was not entirely desirable back in 2nd gen, but in this game, well, not a problem. Just climb nice and easily like this. No worries, mate. Look at that climbing. Not a problem. So fast. That would have taken 2 minutes in the 2nd gen version. Ugh. Anyway. It's not like I have a problem with 2nd gen, it's just you need to avoid places that take too long to traverse, that's all. I do have 2 recordings of Random Hunts in Freedom Unite still waiting to be uploaded. So that will be done. I think next week I'll upload Random Hunts. Would it be Random Hunt 60 or 59? Maybe it's Random Hunts 59. Anyway, oh, bastard. Really can't stand this monster, seriously. I hate monkeys in general, to be honest. The monkeys could... Anyway, let's just focus on our songs for now. We're going to get movement speed, and actually I don't really need attack deflection. Oh, that's right. Different song set. Sorry. No, don't stop! Shit! I hate it when it does that double attack. Like, you can actually press the evade button 2 or 3 times. You can try to press R to play the song, and you'll still do that second attack. It's actually dog shit. It's terrible. Anyway, attack 20%, that's all I'm gonna do. Let's go and beat this bastard up. What's the problem with hunting high-rank monsters, Potato Wielder? Is it that you don't have anyone to play with, or you're just under-leveled, you feel like you're taking too much damage, you're not doing enough damage, or is it all of the above? Because not having people to play with can make it harder for sure. I don't know how many people are playing in the high-rank levels in this game, probably a decent number, but yeah. I'd say the biggest thing would be finding people to play with. Oh, nice. I went to go and stand by the trap, and he followed me by rolling on the ground. He really wanted me to hit him at that point, what can I say? Look at that Quake. That's like an Urgan Chin level Quake, and he's just a fat monkey. Stupid monster. I hate this thing. Just a big fucking monkey. I hate monkeys! Are we going for the capture? Oh, we need to break the tail because he needs shit, he needs the tail broken. I completely forgot about that. He's probably upset about that one. Well, it is what it is. Yeah, I would not recommend trying to do the quests alone, unless... Are you talking about, High Rank Village? Or are you talking about, Guild High Rank? High Rank Village won't be too hard. But if you're trying to solo high rank monsters in the guild quests, yeah, that's going to be a little painful. More than a little, actually. Fur, so that was, I got a lash there, so how much fur do I have? Oh, I think that's it, yeah, done. Awesome, so I got all the fur that I needed. Surprisingly. That was a very efficient quest. Okay, so, yeah, if you're trying to solo hub quests or guild quests, however you want to refer to that, I say guild quest because that's the traditional way to say it, then yeah, you're going to have a really tough time. What sort of armor set do you have? Is it a low rank set or is it a low tier high rank set? Because I'd say low tier high rank set is fine for defense, but in terms of your biggest worry here is damage output. The quests are going to go for a long time because they are set to health levels that accommodate 4 hunters maximum, and you're 1 hunter, so even if you've got cats, it's just going to cause the fight to drag on for a really long time, and it's just going to become annoying. Doesn't matter what your defense is, because you'll end up fighting the monster for so long that you're just going to use all your potions up anyway, just through the length of time that you're fighting it, and you'll just get hit enough to use up all your potions pretty easily. So there we go, fully upgraded. Suck my cock. Because I did end up fighting a bit of Blangonga here and there for something else, can't remember what it was, but anyway, there you go, awesome. So we have our spread ice bow now, we have spread water and spread ice, fully upgraded. Beauty. Bloody beauty, mate. Sorry River, I would like to hunt with you a little bit more, but again, I have to be a bit more... I'll say goodbye to him, seeing as though he was actually communicating. Thanks... 4, no, predictive text has failed me. Thanks for hunting. Thanks fuck. Thanks for hunting. Hunting, here we go. I wanted to at least take the time to say that, you know. The bulk cut, bull cut, bull? Armor set? I don't even know what you're talking about. Anyway, are you saying Kutku, I'm guessing? Oh right, okay. Well yeah, definitely increased attack will make life a little easier, but regardless, I'd just recommend trying to get teams together. Best thing to do is just make the room and wait. Don't expect people to join immediately, it generally won't work that way. What I do is I try to do other things and be productive with my time. Meanwhile, And yeah, generally works for me. So we'll move on to the next bow that we want to make. It will be Laggy. Unless we want to fight Black Fatalis. Let's go fight a Black Fatalis. How about that? Haven't done that on camera before. I'm always fighting lower level monsters. We haven't fought something like a Black Fatalis. G Fatalis. Oh, I should say black. Because otherwise someone's going to join expecting a white Fatalis or something like that and they'll leave. So, yeah. Black Fatalis. G black fuck. Let's go with... No, I'm joking. Fatalis. Imagine G black fuck. Well, if I were in Hunsterverse, it would be, like, G black boy or something like that. Like, you know, it's black boy, white boy, red boy, stuff like that. Hunsterverse is a bit more chilled out. And of course, Black Diablos would be Black D. Anyway. What do we got? I can't find what I'm trying to find. Because of course, there is no alphabetical sorting of these names. Whoever thought this was a good idea, I'm sorry, but you need to get a grip on reality. Because this is not sensible. Who is so dumb that they would think that this is okay? That's what I want to know. It's insanity. So I'll probably set the limit to 90. Sorry, lower ranked people, but to actually get the quest you need to be like Hunter rank 95, something like that. Maybe even 90 for Black Fatalis. It might go 90 for Black, 95 for Crimson, 100 for White. Something like that. But yeah, I'm going to set it to 90 just so that I can make sure that I have a successful hunt. Normally I wouldn't do that, but in Generations Ultimate it is necessary because the people who are under Hunter rank 100 in this game in particular, they're kind of bad. So I would like to get a good group together. So of course Black Fatalis is weak to both Dragon and Fire, but I'm going to see what is best to go with. I think last time I fought Black Fatalis I went with Fire, in this game that is. So we'll have a look and see, just to make sure. We should be able to get this group together pretty fast. Sorry, I'm typing in black. Seems that Dragon... Oh. Fire is very consistent. It does the same damage across his whole body except for the wing. Whereas with Dragon, yeah, I think we're going to go with Dragon. Even though it's a little less consistent, it does a lot more damage in certain places like the neck and the head. And his head will come down when people bind him, so... Yeah, we'll go with Dragon. Magnestar Eden. I'm not having anything to drink tonight. I'll probably have a beer or something while I cook dinner, but... Yeah. No beverages. I drained this pretty quickly. It's Bayside River, single malt Scotch. It's double cask matured in bourbon casks, I think. American oak, and then the next one's American bourbon. Okay. But yeah, shit's empty, so none of that. Oh, gotta say hello pretty quickly. Bar. Nice name. Actually, instead of saying hello, I'll post the quest. Fade to black. But yeah. No beverages on camera today. Alrighty. Uh-oh, full nest set. What do we got? Yeah, it's a fucking nest set weapon as well. How can anyone use this and be interested in anything that they're doing? Like this set right here, I'm sorry, and I don't mean to be offensive, I don't mean to be overly judgmental, but this is so boring. So boring. You'd just be using the same armor set and the same weapon the whole fucking time. and it's boring as all hell. It's functionally good, you've got good damage skills here, for sure, but like, so boring. Just overall, it's... ugh. The oily guy with the lasers and the Dragonator is Gogmazios. He is only in 4 Ultimate. He doesn't exist in this game, unfortunately. So, yeah. Nothing oily going on here. He's basically a big fucking Shagodu anyway. Just a bit of a slower one. And a bit more oily. But yeah, he has the same skeleton. Look at these people with their fucking Neset weapons. This guy's actually got a good armor set though, as compared to that other Neset thing. But he's, again, this is a set that is reliant. Actually no, he's got recovery level in the weapon. So the set is reliant on his weapon as far as needing 2 slots for extra evasion. But again, it's a decent set, so... maybe it's not as functional as... maybe he'd do about... what's his damage looking like? Well, you know what? He would have... no, his DPS would be a lot superior to Baba. Because he not only resists roars, but he can just roll through the attacks and stay on the monsters. So he would have way higher DPS. So he would make up for any lost damage as compared to this guy with his Challenger +2 and his attack up large, weakness exploit, or not. That's a lot of additional damage now that I look at it, but anyway. Don't know. Yeah, I don't mind Gogmazios. In 4 Ultimate he was mostly reduced to mount fodder, which was pretty much any monster. Like for example, the Fatalis we'll be fighting now, if we were to fight him in 4 Ultimate, just endless mounting. And the thing is with Fatalis is that if you just endlessly mount him, you've ruined his balance, because the whole idea of Fatalis is that he's reasonably resistant around his body, and then his head is super weak. So if what you do is constantly mount and bring the head down for a group of 4 people to all gang rape at once, you've basically ruined the balance of that monster. Because now everyone's constantly hitting the head for the entirety of the fight. So yeah, it's kind of dumb. So we're going to open with the Dragonator, of course. That's kind of how you want to go with Fatalis in this game. And in 4 Ultimate as well. The confrontation here with Black Fatalis is completely unchanged from how it was in 4 Ultimate. Same with the other... no, sorry, Crimson's a little bit different in this game. But White and Black are the same. You fucking idiot, get over here. But yeah. I don't think that's going to reach me. Oh, it is. I say before I immediately need to start evading it. But, yeah, the only difference really is the way people choose to hunt him. And there's not as much mount spam going on here. This guy is straight on the frickin' ballista. Like, what are you doing? Get over here. Not very observant, this guy. Alright, so we're just going to try and get him in the middle here. You want him on all 4s, maybe? That would be ideal. Why? Of course, that reaction was in jest, but seriously, I didn't mean to do that. I thought I was using whatever it was. Okay, so this is so annoying. So if we're going to do this, I want to at least have attack ready to go for the whole team, because that's like maximum damage period. But no, this idiot wants to bind him at that point. Guys, if you stopped being stupid, we would have him getting hit by the Dragonator immediately. It wouldn't take a long time because you'd just be in the right place. It's not hard to line up with something. It is hard, however, if you bail out in the middle of it. You people are stupid, seriously. Brain dead motherfuckers is what you are. I mean, maybe, I'm pretty sure it wasn't hit. It wasn't hit, was it? Look at you dying, you moronic bastard. Okay, let's have a look and see. It was not hit, was it? Oh, it was hit. Okay. I don't believe that it... I'm pretty sure he only got 1 on it. because he was positioned, his head was like here. So he would have only gotten hit by one of them, which is a waste of time, really. Because if you've got two frickin' things there, you want to get the full damage out. You people are so stupid. Anyway. I didn't notice it had actually been pressed, to be honest. But, yeah, I was too busy getting pissed off because he went and binded so early. Anyway. Just playing with people really gives me the shit sometimes, I have to tell you. They're just not, they don't do things sensibly. They're very stupid when they do things. I think that's a mount. Is it? Or not? That was a heavy flinch. I'm stuck in the wings, so I can't really do anything. We'll do defense as well because it is Black Fatalis. Uh-oh, sorry, Barber. Okay, he managed to not have a problem there because he was doing the Valor. Okay, now that time, that was a real asshole move of me, I'm sorry. I do need to do those attacks to actually get the song off, and I do want to do some damage while doing that as well. Oh, I did the wrong attack there. It was supposed to be purple. But yeah, seriously, playing with people can be a little stressful. And then get that defense out. I'm not going to encore, it's too dangerous. Let's try and... oh, that managed to catch me there. I thought I was safe at that point. I have to be really careful, and I have to be careful now because his tail is going to be a problem. That's kind of the real hunter killer when you're fighting Fatalis, because he whips his tail around when you're at low health and ends up killing you with it sometimes. It's quite nightmarish. He actually whittles down your health with that tail quite well. You have to be really careful about that fire. Oh, I've managed to lose my movement speed. Okay, so I managed to do my encore, which is pretty good. Okay. I want to do my Sonic Smash as soon as possible whenever I do that, because it is reasonably damaging, and of course generally you want to be building up that Hunter art again as soon as possible so you can use it again as soon as possible. Oh, look out. That is a little bit worrying when he does that that first strike, because it looks like it has a very wide area of effect. God damn it. Of course I am getting flinched quite a bit by these longsword people, but it is what it is. I'm past the point of really caring so much about that. Because of course I am a Tri player, and longsword in Tri, as far as getting flinched, it's never been seen before or since. So, yeah, it's pretty crazy. Got a little bit of hits in there. Look out for that fireball. Fortunately, Hunting Horn is pretty resistant to longsword users. It's considered a support weapon, so I guess they give you a little bit of resistance to other people's bullshit. Is that going to be 20%? Not 15, which means that it ran out of effectiveness. Or the effect ran out. I do tend to phrase things rather strangely at times. It is the way it is. There we go. Uh-oh. Okay, fortunately he didn't do anything too crazy there. So we've broken the wings, it looks like, and I think maybe the head's broken as well. Ideally you want everything broken. Let's get over to this side so we don't get hit by that fire. Okay, so I think, has he got a single head break? Because there should be two head breaks. You want both horns. Yeah, he's got the single head break. So I think second head break is scar on the face and a little bit off that second horn. Could be wrong about the horn side of things though. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. Depends on how many opportunities we've got to hit that head. As far as getting that second break. Oh, awesome. That dog's going off again. That fucking public disturbance. What's going on, Barber? Do you need to leave the quest or what? What's the point of playing fucking whatever it's called, defense up, if you're just gonna die anyway? Although it might have run out, but still. What break was that? Oh, let's get out of here. That's really bad. You can see that that's got some serious effective range to it. I hope you guys can't hear that dog. If you can, then all my apologies. I can't do anything about it. It is a public disturbance that unfortunately is not going anywhere anytime soon because the owners are deeply, deeply retarded. And that's a long story that I won't get into. See if we can... Well, that's not good. Yeah, had a feeling that would clip me. Alright. So, of course, you just want to get some distance between you and the monster. That's... Yeah, that was dangerous. I was also going to say, I couldn't actually get the sentence out the full way because everything happened too quickly, but when you do put some distance between you and Fatalis, sometimes you can be at risk of just getting a direct attack launched at you because it's fucking Fatalis, so... Yeah, he's a little crazy. Alright, so we'll stand here to avoid that tail. And then, oh, that's working good. We've got attack on the go here. It's exactly what I was wanting to play. And then we'll go with defense, because I think these guys need it. Or at least Baba needs it. How long am I streaming tonight? Probably another 20 to 40 minutes, I would say, from this point. Or maybe even longer. I actually said to myself that I would get to 101 uses with the hunting horn in this recording, so yeah, as long as it takes for me to do that. Possibly 40 minutes. We'll have a look and see. So we'll probably start carving from here. Then we'll get all we need. I don't think we got the full break on the head, unfortunately, but that's the way it goes. We don't have any gunners on the team, and no one's mounting, so yeah, it is what it is. Of course, mounting is very good with Fatals, but you don't want, like, 3 or 4 insect glaives spam mounting in 4 ultimate. That was just not fun. Every Fatal was just reduced to little more than a joke, because it was so easy. So as you can see, we don't have the scar on the face, we've only got his horns on one side broken. Shit. Okay, so unfortunately, whenever I get a call, what ends up happening is I completely lose my connection to you guys. So that's why the stream dropped out just there. So yeah, that's one negative aspect to actually, whatchamacallit, streaming off my phone. As soon as I get a call, no net. So it's really annoying, but it is what it is. So we're back now, fortunately. Yeah, that's all good, Ethan. But, of course, my hope is that the stream doesn't go down for so long that it stops it completely, but, yeah. It's really annoying, but on. Alright, so we're back. I'm sorry again. The person decided to call again! Alright, so... all good, guys. So, it just pisses me off because I'm live at the moment, so I can't really control that, so yeah, I just have to sit here, have the stream literally go down, and then, yeah, it's interesting that I haven't actually had to deal with the negative aspects of being called while streaming quite so much. It happened at the end of one of my Demon Souls live streams, I think, but, yeah, I don't know, bizarre. But regardless, what we'll do is continue to hunt this monster, I think, because I do still have some stuff that I need. We'll have a look and see. Actually, that's right. We need to create it from scratch. Let's have a look. Oh, we can make the first level. I think we'll definitely need to fight him again, though, because we're probably going to need some rare stuff. And also, now that I think about it, we will need some, whatever it's called, large Elder Dragon gems to get the final upgrade. We'll have a look and see what's needed. But, yeah. There we go. Ah. I wasn't expecting a Devil Joe Crook. That's a bit weird. Okay. What's happening with the brightness now? That's bizarre. Well, I'm going to have to fix this because... Or did the... Looks like the webcam fucked up. You saw that the brightness was completely different there for a moment. And I was actually having problems with the chroma key, but I didn't actually touch anything to make that change. So what I will actually do, because it seems that the lighting is a little bit different now, I will boost my webcam brightness just a little bit to make up for that. There we go. I don't mind it being a little bit dark, but yeah, that's looking better. Okay. So we don't need to fight Black Fatalis anymore. But this works out really well because actually, with Deviljho, I do need to fight him for my heavy normal set, which I mentioned at the start of the recording. So, yeah, I'm going to show you that set in case you haven't seen it. I need some Asurian stuff. So I'm pretty sure that I can get a pretty good chance for Deviljho crooks when actually... fighting whatever he's called, Savage Deviljho. So I need 2 armor pieces then. So it will be Asurient guards and Asurient leggings, or whatever the gunner form of the legs is called. So yeah. Alright. What I'll do is double check to see what I need for that. Actually, I will make sure. I'll check my text file to actually see what I need exactly, just to make sure. Because imagine if I made that stuff when I didn't actually need it. So it is indeed Asurient XR for both guards and leggings. So in the process of actually acquiring what I need for those, I hopefully will get a Deviljho crook in the meantime. Not really looking forward to the journey to make the gem though, or the Deviljho crook I should say. No, I'm being a complete idiot. I meant the large Elder Dragon gem, because I actually, off camera, so between the recording of part 4 and the part that I'm doing right now for Hunting with Purpose, I tried to get, and I did successfully get, some gems for the following insect glaives. The Black Fatalis and the White Fatalis insect glaives. And I also think that there was a third one. This one also requires a large Elder Dragon gem. Didn't get one for that, because I don't consider that particular insect glaive to be high priority. But I decided to fight Kushala Daora, because it's actually, statistically, like the percentages for Kushala, they're slightly better for large Elder Dragon gems. But I hate Kushala. But even having said that, I thought, let's just subject ourselves to some Kushala, and we'll probably just get better luck with large Elder Dragon gems. I think I fought over 20 Kushala Daoras, and I didn't even get 1 large Elder Dragon gem, so never again. I'm not doing that again. It will be Chameleos that I will fight for my large Elder Dragon gems, and if I get sick of Chameleos, I'll go and fight Teostra. But yeah, it's not fucking happening again. I'm not fighting Kushala Daora. I apparently have terrible luck with him. Or it's possible that because I had 3 weapons that needed it, my chances were super neutered, or however you want to say that, but yeah, that was a real nightmare. But regardless, hopefully the stream's still up after all of those problems. I think I've been having some playback issues or whatever. Let's have a look and see. I'd be really pissed off if the stream actually dropped out so heavily that it became a second recording. That would actually make life a lot harder, I have to say. So it is back, I just needed to sort of refresh, I guess. Let's have a look. So it is back on the same video, so fortunately, I didn't actually lose the stream. But yeah. It is what it is. Hello? Oh. Yes. Yes. Alright. Bye. Alrighty, so we're back. again, I think, I'll be back. This is the last fucking time. And I will throw my fucking phone out my fucking window if that happens again. I swear to God. So we should be back now. Is that right? Yeah, we're in the green. As long as we're in the green. So, yeah. Anyway, we're back, apparently. Oh, fuck me dead. What I hope is that it doesn't affect too much what you guys end up seeing. Because, I hope that it jumps through, you know. I want it to be working perfectly fine, and then I cut to me talking again. That would be the ideal situation, but if it's me sitting there in silence, like with the stream going super low frame rate or something, that would be really annoying. I hope it just cuts it straight off. Okay, so 2 more hunts and I'll actually be able to put down the hunting horn. That's going to be good. Yeah, I do apologize for this. Not everything can go smoothly when you live stream, unfortunately, because it is live streaming. But, yeah. If shit goes wrong when you're live, it's just how it has to be. But anyway, let me just work out what I want to do. So pretty much, I could either fight Deviljho now, try to sort of aim for the crook while also getting the Savage Deviljho stuff that I need, or I could try and get that large Elder Dragon gem by fighting Chameleos. I think I will actually do Savage Deviljho first of all, because, or maybe, okay, I don't actually want to record for too much longer, so maybe I'll do some Chameleos runs just to finish it off, and then I'll work on that Deviljho crook later. That might be a better idea. So, okay. Let's do that. Let's make a Chameleos room, but before we make a Chameleos room, I'll actually search for any possible Chameleos rooms. There goes the dog again. Again, it's live. There's not much that I can do. If I were recording in this situation and it was not live, I would actually stop completely and then edit through the time it takes between that moment and when the dog shuts up. But again, it's live. Can't do that. That is the downside to live recordings. It's actually a contributing factor as to why I returned to that Random Hunt series like 5 months after having last recorded for it, but anyway. Where is Chameleos? There it is. Not too far away from where I was when I was asking, fortunately. G Chameleos. And we will set the limit to 13. And we will, of course, get out our fire hunting horn, because I believe that last time I actually fought Chameleos on camera, I was actually using the completely wrong weapon. I think I was using water dual blades or something ridiculous like that, because I was too busy talking to actually focus on what I had equipped, and I ended up fighting Chameleos with water weapons. It was terrible. But anyway, so we're going to go Glavenus. And hopefully it won't take too long for people to join. I think we'll be alright. But, yeah. We'll see how that goes. It shouldn't take... Oh, there we go. I was going to say, it shouldn't take as long as it took for us to get the Blangonga, guys. Are you running? This guy is sprinting to the quest board. This can only mean one thing. He has a quest that is not Chameleos that he wants to post. Oh, never mind. What are you doing? You're either posting or you're not. Just put it up if you want to put it up. If you don't want to, then fuck off, please. What do we got? Is it Chameleos? Yes. He's just very, very desperate to post it himself, apparently. I would say that it's linked to some kind of impatience, so he's probably going to demand that I ready up immediately, instead of waiting for a third person. That's not going to be happening, and if he's not happy with it, he can leave, as far as I'm concerned. But hopefully, because it is Chameleos and Elder Dragon, there will be a decent number of people willing to hunt. So it shouldn't take too long to get that group of 4 together, because I would prefer to have a group of 4. It's interesting, you know, it's Chameleos, but people do die quite frequently with him, so the sooner we can kill him, the better. Yes, Phantom Lotus, everything is alright. It's just that, well, I don't even know. Are you still watching? Let's have a look and see. I don't need to respond to you if you're not still watching. Oh, you are still watching, probably. Yeah, everything's all good. It's just that, unfortunately, because I stream from my phone, whenever I get a call from someone, For some reason, and I'll have to actually look into this to see if there's some sort of setting that I can change or if there's some way to get around this. But tethered USB connection, the connection drops off completely because, I don't know, it all goes to the phone or something, I don't know. But, yeah. If you want to sabotage my live stream, call me while I'm streaming. That's pretty much how you do it. It's very annoying. But it is the way it is. We're just going to sit here and wait for at least a third. If it looks like it's going to take a long time for that third to come, then we will probably depart with 3 once that person comes. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. Oh dear. What is he even using? What is that weapon? 375, pretty good raw. Buster Falks, or Forks, I don't even know how to say that. Attack up large, Endurance Runner, Evade Extender, Dragon Heart, what's that? Health falls below 2/3 and you'll get Dragon Blight, but Elemental Resistance and... Okay. So that's a pretty damn good skill for no element weapons. Then Resuscitate, increase attack when you're suffering from a normal status. Ooh! Those two together, very nice. I really like that set, but I have to tell you that focus would really help. But again, can't really pick and choose skills. That's a nice set. I like that. What has he got? Evade Extender? No. No. I'm sorry, sir, but you want to be gemming in focus. Because that's, I mean, Evade Extender is a nice skill. I do think that it is worthwhile. But not in place of focus, my friend. And if you don't have a focus talisman, start doing some talisman grinding, because focus is going to make that set beautiful, actually. Like, it's going to make that a really nice set. And some of you might say, well, where's the critical draw? You need critical draw with a greatsword set. I agree, that's a pretty good skill to have with a greatsword set. Makes a lot of sense to have it, but nowhere near as needed for this set as focus is. And quite frankly, the amount of damage he's doing, when health falls below 2/3, I guess that's alright. If you had, holy shit, if you had this set, and then Feline Heroics, wow. That would be some impressive raw damage. But anyway. I have not seen someone run Adrenaline since 3 Ultimate. And I haven't seen people running Adrenaline regularly. And by regularly, I mean like 5 times a year since Try. So, yeah. It's been a long time since I've seen people running Adrenaline or Heroics or something like that. So, I'll tell them that I'll wait 2 minutes. This Chinese guy might not understand, or he might, I don't know. We'll wait 2 minutes. Have I eaten? We'll have a look and see. What have we got? I have eaten. And what have I got? Oh, foodie's pretty decent. But, of course, the ideal scenario is not to fall in battle, obviously. That's why, the Fortify skill is really terrible. I would never want Fortify, because the situation is that you shouldn't be dying, so it's better to just not, you know. Anyway. It's one of those funny things. Let me just reload my YouTube page. Twitch responds really well when the stream drops out, but YouTube does not. You really have to refresh the page, otherwise it can't handle it. It just dies, it chokes. It has a really bad day. But yeah, we should be back now. All good. Deary me. Alright, so I'm gonna ready up. Then we'll be good to go. Hopefully. I haven't seen what Avalon's using, but it seemed that he was using a an ice weapon. There's a water weapon that's very similar to that, but it's sort of like a grey and yellow design. I have that in Freedom Unite actually as my water longsword. Okay, so Camelio starts in, if not this area here, the one next to it. Or maybe not even. Maybe he's further down. We'll find out anyway. I'm not even going to Psycho Serum because I have a pretty good idea of where he's going to be. Here he is. Okay. Now, fortunately, I am elementally appropriate this time, as opposed to last time when I was definitely not elementally appropriate, using a water weapon once again. Okay, I didn't really need to do an encore there. Actually, I won't set up for attack up just yet. Let's get some damage off. But I guess I'll heal first. But yeah, these people have a little bit more distance to travel, so I'll just do some normal combo. Get a little bit of damage in. Of course, I do need to sort of resist the muscle memory desire to just hit the back legs. Because, of course, that was a huge trip zone in the older games. But not here in 4th gen. It's more of a head flinch. To my knowledge, anyway. Oh god, he's gonna... Oh no, he's pushing it out. I thought he was gonna bring that poison further close to him. Alright. Let's go and do attacker. Oh, get out of there. Yeah, too much range to that tongue. I don't really use Euphony when I'm playing online because it makes it harder to see... Oh, I did the wrong fucking thing. I'm an idiot. But yeah, I don't do Euphony. It's a little bit harder to see what other people need as far as songs are concerned because you're not looking at your own songs to get an idea. So I find it easier to need the same songs that everyone else needs. So therefore playing Euphony does not really help with that. But of course solo Euphony is a really good skill to have. And some of you might say, well, why would you have a useless Hunter art while playing online? Who the fuck could be bothered changing them? That's the question I want to ask. I'm not really interested in that. But yeah, I might do 2 hunts of this and then that'll be it for the stream, I think. Avalon is screaming about something. I don't know what that was needed for, but anyway. I might do Sonic Smash in a second. Now is a good time. Oh, that was nice. I think I managed to get the KO. Or get KO damage off on that last hit. That was definitely not intentional, I can tell you that much. But it worked out anyway. Hopefully we can knock down this guy. I don't know if you require dragon damage to break the horn in this game. Probably not, actually. Because it was the same for Teostra, but they got rid of that in 4th gen, so... It's better to do the higher attacks here to manage to hit the head. Yeah, stream died 3 times, unfortunately, Ethan, and YouTube is not really good at handling stream downtime. It just sort of shits itself and you need to reload, so... I didn't respond to what you said, Ethan. If anything, I just said, yeah, alright. Because I saw that you messaged me on Discord, so... Yeah, we can chat about that. I briefly looked to see what you said. Immediate, like without considering anything, answer is no. But I'll look further into it anyway. Like, it's not really on the agenda for me. But yeah, we'll have a chat about it anyway. Where is Mr. Chameleos? Mr. Chameleoso. But yeah, I'm just hoping that stream downtime hasn't really affected the... where are you, mate? Oh, he's gone and flown away. But yeah, hopefully the stream downtime hasn't really affected the VOD too much. Or is he that way? Yeah, he's this way, I think. Sometimes you just don't know how the VOD will be affected until you witness it for yourself. Kind of an annoying thing. You know, something that I've been seeing in this game, which is insane, is people trying to trap Elder Dragons. It's really sad. Like, I don't know what's going on with these people. I mean, how can you get into, like, over Hunter rank 100 and still not know that you can't trap an Elder Dragon? Like, use your fucking brain, please. For God's sake, I'm begging you. Just really gives me the shits, you know? I mean, I shouldn't be so bothered by other people's stupidity, but I am. I can't really help it. Get out of there. Alright, so we're going to play attack again. I've been a little bit lax with this. Get out of there. And hopefully he doesn't start coming after me while I'm doing my recitals. That generally happens when I'm playing Hunting Horn. I do find it difficult at times to recital because I'll just have the monster immediately jet after me and hit me before I can actually get that recital off. Which is fine, I understand why they do that. I'm sure it is by design that the monsters do that, it's not just bad luck. Oh, I'm dangerously close to that poison. I think... yeah, I managed to avoid it somehow. That's a good thing. Oh, look out. Again, unless I did look at the chart wrong, I'm pretty sure that the motion values for Sonic Smash have it so that the second hit does more damage than the third. So, that makes me feel a bit better about missing the third hit. So, again, I'm still going for the back legs out of habit. Oh god, finally got hit by the poison. I do always carry antidotes, just how I always carry hot drinks and cool drinks. It's just good to be prepared. I would rather not have extra things to pay attention to before a hunt. As I did mention in, I think, maybe my previous recording for Hunting with Purpose, if I have to work out what element I want to bring for the hunt and what weapon type I want to bring for the hunt, I think that's enough, you know? I don't really want to have to focus on much more than that pre-hunt. I'd rather be a little bit more, how do I say, efficient than that. It's not to say that preparing for a hunt is being inefficient, it's just that I don't think it's necessary to have those extra 1 or 2 slots in your inventory in these games. It was a little more useful pre-3rd gen, but even then I didn't do it. Even then, I would keep combo books in my inventory when I wasn't combining anything. Like, I was even worse in that game. In those games, I should say. So, inventory management, I'm kind of not into that. Or at the very least, I manage it based on not having to put much effort into reorganizing it. Of course, if you do want to have a serious gunning session in one of the older games like Unite, you do have to do some serious inventory reorganization. And I'm fine to do that. It's annoying, but I do it because it is a necessity if you want a gun. And I do very much enjoy gunning in any game. But, yeah. Oh dear. Let's Sonic Smash. I do have a lot of confidence in the damage that Sonic Smash actually deals, because whenever the monster's limping... He's limping now, but I mean... that was technically before he decided to limp. But almost every single time I do a Sonic Smash when a monster is weak, visibly, it pretty much kills him. And I very, very often get a flinch off with Sonic Smash as well. And this is only level 1. I'm sure that if I had a look to see what quests I needed to do to upgrade Sonic Smash, I'd do that pretty quickly. But now I feel that it's less of a priority to do that because it's... this is a weapon type I'm going to stop using for a while very soon. I've only got 2 quests left to go, I'm pretty sure. I think I'm on 99 uses at the moment. Then I'll be at 100 and then 101, we'll leave it alone. Hence why I'm only going to do 2 more quests in this live stream. It's funny to see Chameleos flying around without being invisible. Oh, I managed to mount him. He might die in the mount, we'll see. Mounting Chameleos is actually kind of fun because he's sort of have to be prepared for, yeah, that. Alright. This will definitely kill him pretty quickly, I think. course, I could have gone and played some more attack up, but that would have been a little unnecessary, I think. Because he was pretty much dead. Large Elder Dragon Gem. Mwah! How about that? That's completely the opposite to the story that I just told you guys about how between the recording of the last Hunting with Purpose episode and this one, I fought 20 Kushala Daora and didn't get a single Large Elder Dragon Gem. I think Chameleos is my boy. But you know, we're not stopping there. I'm going to hope for that Large Elder Dragon Gem in the rewards. You always have to go for that second one. Whenever you carve the rare item, you have to hope for another one in the rewards. You can't just settle for one. That's when you lose. You've lost at that point. You have to go, alright, let's get that second one in the rewards. I reckon we can do it. Which would make twice now that I've gotten Large Elder Dragon Gems on camera, twice in one quest from Chameleos. The last time was in Freedom Unite, in one of my Life Hunts recordings. Nope, didn't get it this time. Oh well. I'm not that surprised, to be honest. It would have been pretty insane. But yeah, awesome. And that was a Gold Crown Large Chameleos as well. That was really frickin', how do I say, productive. Got a lot done in that particular quest. So we should be one hunt away. Yep. And see, isn't this ridiculous? Compare the hunting horn uses in terms of the bar to the one directly to the left of it. Hammer. That's one use difference. I don't know what they were thinking in this game with their guild card, but apparently once you're over 100 you just jump all that distance with one single use. These people are really dumb, but like they've just done some very strange things in this game when they were making it. But things like the guild card, trying to select monsters out of that stupid unsorted list, and you know. I suppose those things are less important than the key gameplay experience, but still. There's no need to make it worse than the older games if it was perfectly fine and functional in the other games, you know. But, anyway. No idea. So, now we need Deviljho Crook. So... hold on, here it is. So, we've got the Large Elder Dragon Gem that we need. I guess I'll hunt another Chameleos because I do want to get a Large Elder Dragon Gem for that Crimson Fatalis Insect Glaive as well. Again, not very high priority, but if I'm here, I may as well do it, because quite frankly, I don't want to actually create a room to fight Savage Deviljho, only to leave after one hunt. So we're going to finish up what we're doing with the hunting horn, and then, I don't know, I probably won't be recording what I'm discussing with Savage Deviljho. I probably will have made a lot of progress in the game off camera between now and the next recording, so... or not, we'll see. But I don't really want to record too many of these in 1 week, because I want to give everyone an opportunity to watch the most recent one, because they don't watch both, you know? If I were to record one today and one tomorrow, everyone would watch the one from tomorrow, not the one from today, so... yeah. You just kind of have to keep it varied, otherwise people won't watch it. It's kind of frustrating, but it is how it is. I'm looking a little grey. It's because I've been losing my natural light, that's why. You can see that my chroma key is having some issues as well. So, what I'll do is I'll raise the brightness of my light in my bedroom. That's looking a bit better, is it? Yep, that's good. So, has that also fixed the chroma key? Ooh. Yeah, that's fixed it. Cool. Dimmable light switches. It's good. Not necessarily good for filming lights, but you know, having some sort of ability to regulate that is a positive thing. So we've got Eiley, who is running a Neset. Well, well, he is running Neset actually, but yeah, no, I meant to say he was using an Atulkar weapon. Have I eaten? Yes. What do I have? Lucky Cat? Yeah, cool. Alright, let's go. Last hunt, not only for this live stream, but also for the hunting horn in general, until I leave it alone. Something that I'm really not looking forward to with my weapon usage is something that's not actually a weapon. It's the Palico uses. Now, I'm tempted to leave it at 3 and never touch it ever again. I would be more interested in not touching it if it were at 0, to be honest. Those 3 uses were in Generations. I haven't touched Palico in this game, but still. I need to make some sort of determination on whether or not I want to leave it at 3, or just get it to 101 and then never touch it at that point. It's hard to know. Where am I even going? What are we fighting? Chameleos. There he is. Shut up. I guess it wasn't necessary to ping because I was walking around being an idiot and not really knowing what I was doing, but the reason why was not because I didn't know where he was, it was because I didn't know what we were fighting. Sometimes I just enter a quest and I'm like, what are we hunting? Happens a lot, actually. Now, a lot of the uses that I got up with Gunlance, I believe it was like 70 of the uses at least, were through hunting with a friend of mine. Through low rank, then through high rank, and then through G rank. He was the friend that I mentioned probably in like part 2 of Hunting with Purpose, or part 1, that was planning on getting a Switch and getting this game. Well, he got it about a week ago, and I've been playing with him. So that has been a really good way to get my Gunlance uses up in general. So, yeah, that's worked out rather well. Oh dear, I rolled in the wrong direction, but apparently not, because I managed to avoid that poison, so that's pretty good. Alrighty, so just antidote up. And I probably should be... Uh-oh, this is a little risky. I'm just gonna put some distance between me and the Chameleos. And we should be fine, unless he does a second one, because sometimes he'll do 2. So that's really annoying when that happens, but yeah, I'm going to. I'm tempted to life powder, but I think you guys will be alright. Someone was super late with their life powders. I'm not playing this song correctly, what am I doing? I'm gonna get in there. You either put some distance between you and Chameleos, or you get right in there. Those are your options. Alright, so let's go and play this song. And hopefully get the encore off, because as I mentioned in the previous hunt, I often get interrupted during my encore. See, look, he was after me for a moment, but he reached a damage threshold. Oh. Alrighty. So of course, with hunting horns in general, I find the most important and useful skills with the hunting horn to be attack up. Because, you know, if you're going to support your team, have it directly relate to their damage output. That's the best way to get a visual and really tangible benefit from assisting the team. Not nice. Get out of there. Fortunately, that particular poison does not last for very long. But yeah, that still sucked a bit. Looks like the Chinese guy needed some healing. He's only a little bit off half after that life powder. But yeah, all of my hunting horns here at this moment are attack horns. Because that's what's important, as far as I'm concerned. Depending on the actual people you're playing with, a different sort of horn can be good, like horns that give, whatever they're called, stamina boosts and stuff like that. Those can be really good if you're playing with people who are running dual blades, stuff like that. But even then, and also, if you've got a whole team of people who don't have high grade earplugs and you have an earplug horn skill, that can be really good. But again, everyone can benefit from attack up. Everyone can benefit from that. And in a big way. Plus 20%, it's pretty good. So if you've got the whole team of 3 people, including yourself, whether you're hitting the monster frequently or not, to have an increase of 20% for each of those people, that makes a huge difference to the damage output of the team. So that's why I go attack up large, which is attack 20% in this game. Actually no, it's attack 15%, and then attack boost bonus is then 20% in this game. That's how it's displayed. I would say that that's a good way to display it. Attack boost large and then attack boost bonus is very unspecific. Fortunately, I got knocked into the poison, so didn't work out too well. Oh, that's a dodgy attack. Never mind, I thought he was going to do that, whatever you call it. The attack where he does his heavy breath attack that does a lot of damage. Would have been really bad had he done that. I don't really mind the system here where if you get those double notes and your entire song line has double notes, it will play the last song that you played as well. That's alright. And actually can be a good alternative to doing recitals. So, yeah. What I like most about it is that it encourages Hunting Horn players to actually engage with the monster. So, or engage with a fight. I really do need some attack deflection. Let's do that now. It is annoying to see that blue sharpness, but I'm just going to leave it be. I won't sharpen up unless he leaves, yeah. Okay, now I don't mind sharpening up. But just in the hunt in general, I'm happy to keep with all the sharpnesses up until green. Once I hit green, that's when I'm going, okay, that's a bit too low. Alright. I think we're pretty close to killing him. Hopefully. I think I'll go and do some more attack buff skills here. Sorry if I... Oh, that is terrible that I hit him there. Because he was charging really bad. He'd be so angry. Sorry, mate. Oh. Get out of there. Look at that range. Terrible. Let's do some high attacks to try and get that head. I want to be more... Oh, shit. He's not being very cooperative right now. Alrighty. About to get Sonic Smash and then we'll do it right here. So he's just dropped a shiny. I don't know what the chances are like for Large Elder Dragon Gem from his shiny, but... Can you stop? Christ. Bloody Valor. Valor Longsword. Again, just to reiterate, and I won't say it again after this, I suppose, because I have said it a lot. Not interested in styles in this game at all. For now. I might get into them later. Might. We'll see. The more I don't use styles, the more comfortable I become with not using them. So I might just not at all. That is very good for getting, whatever it's called, Large Elder Dragon Gems. Fairly good chance from the tail, because they consider the tail to be a little bit tricky to cut. So you get a decent chance for gems off the tail. We'll see what we get. Nope. I'm sure you can hear it, but the dog is losing its fucking mind in the distance. And again, I do apologise for that, but fortunately we are coming towards the end of this live stream, so it's not going to bother us for too much longer. It's funny, people get tricked. They think that there's an exit in the other end of that area, but no. There is not. I'd love to go next door and strangle that fucking dog, I'll tell you that much. I love dogs, I really do. Like, I love animals, but that thing is just so insufferable. So insufferable. Anyway. And they make no attempt to shut it up. No attempt. They're fucking brain dead. They're as brain dead as the dog, those fucking people. Anyway. It's a little bit more, it seems that the sun's coming out a little bit. There's a little bit more light coming through. I do look a little grey, but that's alright. We're at the end of the frickin' live stream. I'm not going to make any changes to it now. Oh. Camellios gem. Not quite what I wanted, but it's alright. I probably have a lot of those. Well, not as many as I have in Freedom Unite. Oh dear. We'll see if we get one in the rewards, but regardless, that was our final hunting horn hunt. Until much later on in the future. Which is good. So the two weapon types that I really wanted to get over and done with as soon as possible were Gunlance and Hunting Horn. They're both done. All good. Actually, the two that I wanted to get done with first were Switch Axe and Charge Blade. Don't really like either of them so much. So, yeah, those were the first two that I got done, apart from Greatsword and Longsword. And, yeah. The reason why I got Greatsword and Longsword done before those two is because those were the Generations weapons that I wanted to get done. Oh, Heavy Bowgun as well in Generations. I got that over 100 at that point. But, yeah. Greatsword and Heavy Bowgun were my weapon types in Generations. Then I think towards the end I started using a bit of Longsword. But yeah. Edmidtidu. Oh no, it's Edmidtiu. That's his stupid name. Anyway. Okay, so we're going to go and have a look at our guild card to confirm that we do indeed have all the uses for Hunting Horn that we needed. Yeah, check that out. Getting closer and closer to flat on the first page, or the first filter, however you want to say that. But, yeah. It's nice. I only have one lance set at this stage because I'm trying to get Grand Tokka, which is a complete nightmare to get. But that has to be done through villager requests. But for now I only have that that blunt lance set, which is fine. But yeah, it'll result in not as much lance play, I would suppose. But yeah, I suppose my current priorities are Insect Glaive and Light Bowgun, but I do need to make that Silverwind armor set for the Light Bowgun Pierce set that I'm trying to make, and I don't really feel like using that Rapid Normal set. It's not that fun, so I think single shot, non-rapid fire Pierce Light Bowgun will allow me to get up to 101 pretty easily on the Light Bowgun, so yeah. Again, Cat, I don't know what we're going to do with that. Not looking forward to Cat, really. I've got no interest in Cat. Like, why would I want to play as a cat? It's fun at first, but then it's like... like I see no interest. Well, I have no interest in it. I understand some people like it, but yeah, not my thing. Anyway, I do thank you all for watching, and I'll see you when I'm next recording for the Hunting with Purpose series. Probably not this week, maybe next week. We'll have to see what's going on. But anyway, this has been me, Doomlink, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.